everybody, welcome to my channel. I am back from vacation and we had such a good time, but right now it's time for me to start uploading some new videos for you guys. And today I wanted to start with a full tutorial on how you can apply stamping on your nail. Now the reason why I like this technique is because even if you're a beginner, you can definitely do this because it is pretty easy, but it can be frustrating if it doesn't work out. So that's why I wanted to give you all of these tips, so if you try it, you will definitely succeed. I also really like it because there is so much to choose from. Everybody will find something they will like, whether it's really subtle nails or something really out there, something really classic or something really cool or cute nails. There is something for everybody. Now let's start with this video. I will tell you everything that you need and of course how to use it. I will give you all my information and tips. So I am going to talk a lot, but hopefully after watching this video you feel fully confident to start stamping yourself. The first step is of course applying a base color on your nail. Now you can use whatever polish you have at home. Every polish you can stamp on, so it really doesn't matter. I do have one tip for you. If you want a really subtle design, you can choose two colors, so your base color and your color for your stamping polish, that are pretty similar, because then you will just see a really subtle difference. But if you really want to see your design, choose colors that are a little bit more out there. For instance, gold and black, or like a really light pink and a really dark pink. Then you're going to really see your design. But this is of course completely a personal preference, so just choose whatever you want.
In this video, I'm wearing Dance Legend Sulley as my base color.
The second step is to choose the color of your stamping polish. And I'm saying stamping polish because there are polishes especially made for stamping. You can also use regular nail polishes. I know that a lot of videos here on YouTube say that you can't use normal nail polish. I don't agree, and I made many videos where I show you that I use normal nail polishes for stamping, so you definitely can. But it is a little bit harder and there are some tricks that you need to be careful for. So that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. First, I will explain to you what a stamping polish is. So the reason why a stamping polish is different from a normal nail polish is because a stamping nail polish has to be fully opaque in one coat. Because you only stamp one really thin layer of nail polish on your nail, and if you want to see it, it has to be fully opaque. And if a nail polish dries too fast, it will dry in your stamping plate and you can't transfer it from your stamping plate onto your nail. So if you just start out, or if you want to make it easy for yourself, definitely start with stamping nail polish instead of regular nail polish. Now everything that I'm going to mention in this video, I'm going to link it down below. So everything that you need, also some of my favorite brands of stamping products, and also a list of stamping nail polishes that I really like. And there are some brands there that are really affordable. So since I've explained to you how a stamping polish works, you can already guess what I'm going to say about regular nail polish. If a regular nail polish is fully opaque in one coat, usually it works. If it's fully opaque in two coats, it can work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I really like it when it works because then you have that really subtle look, and I really think that's pretty. If it's fully opaque in three coats, no, I wouldn't try it. Usually it doesn't work.
I am using this black stamping polish from Dance Legend.
If you have some regular nail polishes with a metallic finish in your collection, definitely try them because usually they work really well. You do have to be quick because they dry fast, but when you stamp them on your nails, it looks really cool. The next step is the most fun one, and it is choosing the design that you want on your nails. Of course, this is completely personal, so I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but I can give you some tips. If you find stamping a little bit difficult, or if you just start doing this, I would choose a design that's a little bit bigger. And by bigger, I don't necessarily mean that the design has to be big, but the details, you don't want them to be too small. If it has like a really thin line or really tiny leaves, it can be a little bit harder to really get the nail polish in that design and then to transfer it onto your nail. So if you want to start with an easy design, choose something like with bigger leaves or something like that where you can really get the nail polish in, so it's a lot easier to transfer it onto your nail.
When you choose your design, check where the carvings are because that's where the stamping polish is going to go. So in this case, the curls are going to be black, and in this design, which is exactly the same, I'm going to stamp the outline. So the curls are going to be the color that I already have on my nails.
Of course, you also need a stamper, and they are available in many different sizes, many different shapes. Just choose whatever you like to work with. It really doesn't matter. What I do think there's a difference is between a clear stamper and a normal stamper. In my opinion, a normal stamper is much easier to work with. They pick up the design a lot better and they are easier to transfer on your nail. But of course, you can't see what you're doing. So if you want to be really specific, I use this when designs where I really need to pay attention on how I place it on my nails. Or for instance, if I only want to cover a part of my nail, then I use a clear stamper.
This is an example of a clear stamper. When you use it, you see your design and you can also see your nail so you can place it exactly where you want it. This is my favorite stamper. It's a squishy stamper and I love the shape of it because it's so easy to hold, and this one picks up even the smallest designs.
When you apply the stamping polish on your design, you of course have to sweep off the excess nail polish with a card. If you don't want to spend any money, just use an old card that you have at home from a store that you don't use anymore, or from an old expired credit card. It really doesn't matter as long as the card is sturdy enough. You can just use that one, but remember that it will get dirty, and if you clean it, it will lose the color of the card, so definitely use one that you don't need anymore. But if you don't have one, you can always order one from the site that you're getting your stamping plate from because they are pretty affordable.
I'm showing you these two because they're different. The first one is thin and more flexible. The second one is a bit thicker and more sturdy. I like to use that one, but for designs with really fine lines, a thinner one is usually better. Never use a metal scraper because it will leave scratches on your stamping plate.
When you want to transfer the design from the stamper onto your nail, you want to have something on your skin around your nail. Otherwise you have to do a lot of cleanup and nobody likes that. The first option that you can use is sticky tape. Everybody has it in their house. If you don't have it, you can get it. It is cheap and it just works really well. I've used it for many years and it just really works. You can also use Vaseline. Now I prefer to use sticky tape instead of Vaseline because Vaseline works, but if it goes on your nail, your design won't stick. So you have to be really careful. And the third option is of course to use a latex barrier. I love this stuff. It makes cleanup so much easier, but I do agree that sometimes they're a little bit too expensive. I really like the one from Dance Legend. You see me use it in so many videos, and that's because the price is okay, but also the bottle is a normal sized nail polish bottle, so it will last you for a really long time.
Like I already said, in this video I'm using pure Manicure.
I know that there's a type of glue that works the exact same way as a liquid barrier, and I know that a lot of people like to use it because it's really cheap and apparently it works well. I know that also a lot of YouTubers put it in their videos, but I have no idea what's in that glue. I don't know if there are any chemicals or whatsoever in there, and I'm not going to recommend anything where I have no idea about that's not meant to go on your skin just to put it on your skin. I love to give you cheaper alternatives, but I have no idea if the glue is safe, so that's why I'm not going to recommend it. And the final step is of course to apply a top coat. Now when it comes to top coats, just try the one that you already have at home. Some top coats work really well with stamping, and some top coats completely destroy your design by smudging everything, and it is just trial and error. I have so many top coats that work really well, and I have a lot of them that don't work at all. And if you apply a top coat, make sure that you apply it floating, and this means that you hold the brush above your nail and just apply the top coat without putting too much pressure on your nail. This will definitely help by not smudging the design. These are all the steps. I know that it is a lot, but I will show you a full tutorial now so you can see how I use everything, and I will give you some tips as well.
If you want to practice stamping before you do it on your nail, I would recommend one of these nail art mats because they are so useful. I really love to test my colors and my designs on here. If you're having trouble with picking up a design with your new stamper, rough it up a little bit with a nail file. You will see that it really helps. Now I will show you in real time how I stamp, so this take is not going to be edited. You have to be as fast as you can to get the best result. When you apply the stamping polish, make sure that there is enough polish. Hold your card in 45 degrees, and if you want, you can use a rolling or dabbing motion with your stamper. This all depends on what you prefer. When you pick up the design, remember that you don't press too hard. The same goes for stamping on your nails. If you press too hard, you will stretch out the image. Now you can do cleanup and add your top coat. Remember that if you clean your stamping plate, you have to use acetone to remove all the nail polish that is in the design.
I know that I talked a lot and I gave you so much information, but I really hope it helps and that you have fun with stamping on your nails. Now, if you have any more questions, definitely let me know in the comment section down below because I always try to help everybody. And if you want to support my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye bye!